Y'all check it out. I got it muted for copyright, but she said, ladies, what can you give your future husband that you have not given to another man? And shout out to this lady. Uh, this is what my channel is all about. Logical life perspectives. We ask the tough questions and we try to answer those questions. And we try to give everybody that perspective that they're not looking at. And uh this is what women just in modern day society, they just don't want to admit that you have to preserve your value if you're a woman. As a man has to create his value. He has to work hard and become something. But women are born with that value. And she's saying, y'all have, as women, y'all have to preserve your value. If you're like, it goes unsaid. I don't even have to go deeply into this, but if you giving everything to another man, then what's special about the next man? So whatever resources young ladies, you know, have to get or have to seek, they need to get these get those resources to help them vet and find the right one for them without running up their body count, jumping to one man. This effing movement has got things all out of control. I'm about to go to some screenshots because the comments is really where it's at. You have women. You have women in the comments. This one, the same leftovers he brought from another. That's what she's saying. Basically saying that men and women are equal. Basically saying vice versa. And women always come with this vice versa argument that doesn't hold any weight because men and women are different. Men and women are opposites. Men need experience um to show that he's the experienced man to teach his family, to teach his woman, to be able to have the competence to bring resources to his family. Women don't need that experience. They just can reap the benefits from being a fit, feminine, submissive, beautiful young lady. She reaps the benefit for being that. And she said, if you've been dating or been in a relationship, men and women, there's nothing you can give to your husband or wife that you have not given to an ex. So this question is bullcrap. It's not bullcrap because you're as a woman, you're basically saying, oh, I have to choose up on some scumbag and give him everything, have kids from him or whatever, and then bring all that baggage to the next man. You don't have to do that. We can catch these young ladies early where they won't do that and have a good life. This person here, I have never seen so many incels in my life. Don't even know what an incel is. Incel is an involuntary celibate. Celibate. Using incel as an insult. Shame. What Kevin Samuels says: shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. And we have another one right here where a woman, these dudes in their 40s and 50s asking this like they aren't someone's leftover. Same thing with the vice versa argument. The vice versa argument does not hold weight. Men and women are different. Men need that experience so he can show his woman the ropes. Men need to um 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 gain his value. He has to earn his value for this very woman, for this very woman who's saying this, for her to even want to get involved with a man, he's gonna have he's gonna have to have value. So they're just lost in the sauce. They're gonna always fail because they're coming with these false ideals, these uh terrible perspectives. And here comes me hitting her up with the and I got her name, but it doesn't matter because I don't have her face. But I should have blotted out this name too. But there's a lot of April Martins out there. So, but I told her men can't be ran through. We're the runners. That's what women have to understand. Men can't be ran through. We're the runners. Same thing I said, all consistency in what I'm saying. But let's go to the next reaction.
If one more person starts a podcast about relationships that ain't in one, I'm gonna scream. But we be listening to these fools like they know what they talk. I'm just telling you how men are. I'm a boss chick, and I want this, and yeah, man, because I'm a high value man, and you know how I roll like this,
Lame.
and women like this, and y'all women, y'all be like this, and y'all men, y'all know how y'all be, and everybody going back and forth.
He lame.
Nobody's been married. Nobody's had a successful relationship. They just have a high body count and a big mouth and a camera.
Let me stop him right there. Listen, what he's saying doesn't make any sense. So you have to be in a relationship to give relationship advice. Like what? How stupid? The only way that could be true. Had you ever did a science experiment? A science fair experiment at school. You have to put in all variables and come up and prove or disprove your hypothesis. The variable of all relationships aren't successful. Some relationships are toxic. Some people are in a relationship and they're just trauma bonding. Both of them are not there mentally, not ready for a relationship, just going through the motion of lust or whatever they're going whatever they're going off of, and relationship is just awful. So, are you going to take advice from them? They're in a relationship. Are you going to take relationship advice from Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith? Everybody having entanglements, and so they're in a relationship though. So now you can doesn't make any sense. So take advice from somebody with some sense. Take advice from somebody who has analyzed the data, who has some experience, analyzed the data, putting, giving, taking truth on each side, facts and theories and hypotheses, and putting it all together and coming up with a solution. Actual people with intelligence. That's who you need to get your information from. Not, oh, I'm gonna throw away his message. I'm gonna throw away her message just because they're not in a relationship. Doesn't make any sense, man. You gotta do better, bruh. Let's move to the next reaction.
What's your age?
I'm 18.
Do you think that whole phases are necessary?
Absolutely not. A woman should try to cherish her virginity because at the end of the day, and I'm no one to say this because I am a hypocrite,
Smart girl.
but in the future, I hope that my daughter does save her virginity. She finds a good man. She goes, she has abstinence. She's able to keep that value of herself because women really bring value towards their femininity and the value and like the virginity that they have. So when you take that all away and you're plowed by all these guys, like half these girls are in Brickell, it's like, what are you really bringing to the man? It's not like you're going to pay for the bills. It's not like you're going to do anything to help out other than suck, fuck, shut the fuck up if you really do follow that. And then for men,
even if
men, not necessarily a whole phase, but
listen,
they do have to explore because women get it very easy. I can never talk to a man my whole life and I'll still pull as many as I want, regardless if I'm fat, ugly,
she get
whatever.
cool points.
As long as I have this, then who cares? But a man, they have to work way harder than women. So I think that they do need to experience how to speak to one and learn how to have game and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty hard.
But why the double standard in our society?
Because I don't believe in equal rights. I really don't. I mean, the double standard is very necessary because men are not the same as women. Like, men are biologically stronger, smarter, all these things than women. That double standard does have to be there. Why would I put a woman in a man's shoes? Why would I put a man in a woman's shoes? It just never works out. Like, the man is the alpha. The man is the king of the household. And that's how it should always be. It should never change.
What's your age?
She poured it on thick. Shout out to the young lady. And she will get cool points even if she has um a pass. See, a lot of times men don't penalize women because of just solely on their past. Men penalize women and they lose cool points and they only get a spot on the roster and can't be his wife or whatever because they don't keep it real. That's what shoots women in the foot. They don't keep it real. You move the goalpost. If it's a lot of successful guys, 6-figure guys, millionaire guys with a good head on their shoulder, good big resources, can teach their family and all that. They'll they'll deal with single mothers. They'll deal with women who've had a past. They'll do all that. But if the woman just keeps it real, because if she keeps it real, and just like this woman is keeping it real, because she said in the beginning of what she was saying that she has a past too, but she just know these things now. She's going to teach her daughter. If you keep it real, you might be able to have more success than what you think. I have a video on my channel stating how single mothers are actually sexy if they can just be accountable. Like, y'all, come on, man, accountability. So because women are moving the goalposts, not keeping it real, and using shame and insult tactics on men who do keep it real, then men are combating that with just being blunt and being honest and just not having no filter with these women, and the women are not taking it. They are getting triggered off how the men are reacting, but it's only because y'all are not keeping it real, basically, for lack of a better way of saying it right now. But this is some good stuff, man. Shout out to the young lady. But let's move to.
Never been married. I've been engaged 4 times. And I never walked down the aisle because it turned out that they were just little boys. You know, one was a mama's boy. The other one turned mean. No, he wasn't abusive to me. He was just negative. You know, I would be, well, here we are in the S550. You know, I live, child. I enjoy my success. You know, I'm laid back. You
Okay.
know, the big house, big car. It was all I wanted, so I got it. You dream it, you can get it. So I got it. But anyway, so here we are. We're both young. He's beautiful. He's handsome. I'm cute. No, I'm cute, rich, famous, bitch. I love myself. Anyway, so we all of that. Black couple. You know, I'm with black men. But anyway, so listen to me. Here's the example of some shit you got to get out of your life. Now, I walk in joy. Y'all looking at me. I love
Yeah.
life. I love trees. I can name every tree out there. Every flower, every blade of grass, every grain of sand. I love life. I love this planet. I was going to pay to go to space just so I can look down on this bitch. I love being alive. When you spend 33 years under the covers in dark room, you don't fuck around when you get free. You live. Ah, God, you live. Here's the example of why I had to get rid of him. We're driving on a big car. Life is great. And I come up on an Australian tree that I know is extinct. Mm-hmm. But it blooms pink. They're a fucking pink tree. Of course I'm going to acknowledge it. Mm-hmm. So we're driving and I go, oh, that's a pretty tree. Him. You say that about every tree. I was like, well, nigga, you gotta go. The fuck is wrong with you?
Let me stop it there. Listen, I got a perspective on this right here that nobody else has. I'm going to make a video on this topic. So basically, she divorced her husband, got rid of him. Or really not her husband, her boyfriend. She got rid of her boyfriend, her man, who she probably would have married because of this situation. And my theory on this is you wouldn't have been with him if you wasn't a good man. And okay, yeah, you're not giving the whole story. He didn't out of the blue, 99 times out of 100, he didn't just out of the blue make a condescending remark about your love of trees or whatever, like you said. Like there's more to that story. You sound like a very outspoken woman. You come with a lot of masculinity, and he and maybe all that was just rubbing that man the wrong way, and it looks like to me he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy anyway. So when you got rid of him, he probably was fine with that. But my perspective on this is that okay, he's a great guy because you with him. Maybe men and women aren't supposed to be friends. Maybe men and women aren't supposed to be riding along the countryside talking about the flowers and the trees and all. Maybe men and women, if that's a good dude who handles his business, and you a good woman who 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 is good at doing your duty, maybe y'all supposed to just do y'all duty because y'all picked the right. Y'all he picked the good woman, you picked the good man. All that friendly stuff. Maybe maybe the husband and the wife, the man and the woman aren't supposed to be friends. Maybe he's just supposed to be the head of the household and you're supposed to be the head lady. See what I'm saying? So for you to even bring that to him, there's a woman that a woman who I was seeing, and she used to come to me with little things, little day-to-day things, and and I had to tell her like, uh, I'm the man, you the woman. Take that stuff, talk to your best friend about that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Talk to um you and your best friend can talk about that. You don't bring that to me because I'm a man. See what I'm saying? This is a different dynamic. In modern day society, we just think men and women are supposed to be best friends, and just because we're together, we're supposed to be talking about everything and skipping along hand in hand. No, duty. Come on, man. But let's go to the next reaction. I got it muted for copyright, but Vivica Fox, she celebrating a successful BBL at age 60. Man, y'all see her. That's crazy. But let's talk about it quick. Like, there's a lot of criticism online about her age and getting a BBL, and she hit the wall, and she's over the hill, and she's still trying to hold on to her youth and all. I mean, and all that is true, and yeah, she looking kind of crazy with that BBL too. She is looking kind of crazy, but man, at this point, everything is true. You know what I'm saying? That what the people are saying about, you know what I'm saying? It's just pointless at this point. Um, that's the thing, moving the goalpost. That's well, like I said earlier in this video about moving the goalpost. She's moving the goalpost on age. True strength. We like to say we strong, men and women. Men like to say they're strong, and women like to say they're strong women. Strength is saying it's true. There's a famous rapper is Flage's father. He didn't get real. He didn't. He was about to blow up. He's one of the greatest in my eyes. Camouflage, Jason Camouflage Johnson out of Savannah. He had a saying that it's you know it's too late to save us. We got to save these kids. Uh, True strength is for Vivica Fox to say no. I'm not going to get a BBL. I'm going to be a 60-year-old woman, and I'm going to talk to young girls, 10, 15, 8, maybe 18, young adult girls in their early 20s. I want to talk to them about the mistakes I made so they won't make those mistakes. And maybe I can make their life better than theirs. So when they're 60, they're gonna have all these grandkids, a great husband, and all the things I didn't have because instead of me bouncing around trying to keep my youth and get a BBL and prop everything back up and all, I'm gonna make sure young girls' life are better than mine. Make sure they have the success that I didn't have. That would be true strength. And I see this out of a lot of men. A lot of men who went to prison, who did bad things or whatever, and they get the young men and they don't move the goal. A lot of men, 9 times out of 10, men don't move the goalposts. They tell I see them young. They tell young men go to school. Don't be like me. I did this much time in prison. I did bad things. Stay out of the streets. We get that a lot from men, but from women, it's like they want to compete with the younger girls. They don't want to. They want to say that 60 is the new 30. But y'all give me y'all thoughts in the comments. The absolute biggest thing that human beings have a hard time understanding and accepting that there's a different perspective. If you ignore that perspective, it can sneak up on you. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Logical Light Perspectives.